Hey guys, it's me. I just beat a game today. Actually, tonight. So, I'm so tired of recording Final Fantasy VI for you guys. I tweeted about this, I think, earlier today. I love recording for you guys. I love doing everything like I do in a day-to-day life. It's very fun. But that's not what we're talking about today. As you get in, without a doubt, tell by the title, my thoughts about Persona 5. Oh god. I'm not gonna bash it. Also, okay, my lights turned on. Oh well, neighbors don't really care at this point. Um, People know that I'm a massive freak with the Persona series. I am definitely one of those people who can't do it just yet, but have basically done a max social link run on every game. That's even counting Golden. And Persona 4 Golden isn't easy to max social link run. I know some people who can. I definitely didn't adopt their methods because my methods were more or less jump into New Game Plus mode, do it that way. I didn't do it like from start to finish. And that's also another thing I want to bring up, but that'll hold off later when I actually talk about more doing Let's Plays of Atlas stuff. Oh god, Persona 5. How I bought you on day one. How I played you for about 70 plus hours. Like that, I think that's within the first week of this being released, and that came out last year in June, if I'm not mistaken, right? I believe June. I should have done my research. Should have checked my resources and then made sure they're right. But anyways, I want to say June. It was like June 26th or something. 2 days before my birthday. Putting my camera down because some guy's driving. Don't want to show car off, apparently. Uh, oh god, I am a massive fan of Persona. I probably played Persona 3 FES. I never played the original Persona 3 just because I didn't own it. And by the time I got a PS2, was practically super late in its lifespan. Never found a copy of it. But yeah, 3 was all right. 4 was great, like one of the greatest in my opinion. And 5 is slightly below 4. And this is for like vanilla. This isn't for like Golden 4. Golden 4 has its own separate category, but I consider it more of a remake than anything else. Oh god, I had so much fun with Persona 5. I stopped playing it for a good, I think, god, it came out in June. That's like 6 months right there. I stopped playing for 6 months. I got really frustrated at one point, and I just said, you know what, I had enough of the game. I had enough. I had to reset. I soft locked myself, which was technically true on the mode I was playing on. So for those who don't know, I think I tweeted about this too. I probably didn't tweet about this one actually. I basically put the Persona 5 on baby mode. Why did I put on baby mode? Mostly because I suck at the game, and being level 50 something for a level 70 boss doesn't help. Yeah, I dumbed it down for myself, and I'm not a big fan of dumbing it down for myself because Persona's always been one of those series where it's like, oh no, I'm getting my butt kicked so hard during like this game mode. It's like, okay, then I can lower it, which I think was more of a thing introduced in Persona 4 Golden. I want to say Golden because I don't remember if it was the vanilla 4 or not. But anyways, yeah, I dumbed it down, got through the part I was frustrated at, and sat down and actually played the game for roughly 100 something hours. Mind you, the last couple hours of that was me grinding to get the persona I wanted for the final boss, which I didn't bloody use at all. I basically did the entire game using one persona. And for those who don't know about my love for every mythology out there, I generally know a lot more about Egyptian, Greek, and Roman. That's just how I am. I do know a bit of Chinese, a bit of Japanese, etc., etc., but it's not the greatest. So basically what I did is I played the entire game with Isis. Why Isis? Because she blocks instant kill moves. So like, oh god, what was it? Hama and Madu. Madu sounds right. So, blocking instant kill moves, very, very useful when end game creatures slash gods slash angels slash whatever it was. Angels, I think. I hope. So yeah, blocking instant kill moves, very nice. And your only weakness with Isis, I believe, is psychokinesis. Which, woohoo, psychokinesis. But yeah, no, that's just my personal experience of it. I do plan to do a New Game Plus mode for you guys later when I actually sit down and understand the mechanics of the game a bit more. Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't fully understand the new elements they added for Persona 5, which is nuclear and psychokinesis. And oh my god, I'm on a side street. Why is this side street so popular? The funny thing is, people are gonna say oh, you're also connected to other side streets. That doesn't change a lot. This is really dumb. But yeah, no, Persona 5 was an absolute joy to play through. It also goes to show, I may not like it at times, but it does show that the human nature of the general aspect of what they're going for this time. Because for those who don't know, the Persona games has always been a dual decimal? That's way wrong. A dual side effect thing. So in Persona 3, when the story was voice acted, because that's the earliest memory I have of playing a Persona game. So in Persona 3, for those who don't know, it was more of a, oh no, I don't know what's going on. People are going through some kind of syndrome problem. And it's okay, we gotta figure out how to solve this. Persona 4, people are getting abducted by the Midnight Channel, etc., etc. And then Persona 5 was just more, hey, there's some bad guys. Take care of them. I don't know. That's one thing I will say I didn't like about Persona 5, where it was just two-dimensional characters. I'm very sorry for people who go and I'm a huge fan of Persona, the storyline. I am too. It just sucks when the villains are one-dimensional. Because, granted, who was in Persona 4? The big bad in Persona 4, not the almighty god of... Oh god, almighty god of blank. I forgot what the hell his name was. I think it was some midnight... It was a midnight something. Midnight Channel guy. But no, freaking... Just... so dumb. So dumb when the... he had a reason to be one-dimensional. The guy was a complete nutcase. But everyone in Persona 5 is so one-dimensional. And they play on anime stereotypes, which I'm not a big fan of in a Persona game. In any other game, sure, I'll let it slide. But not in a Persona game. They were always known for their diversity or problems that teenagers will have. That's more the lines of social links. But yeah, no, it was so diverse, and the only character in that entire game, because I have to go into this now. I don't do a max social link run my first playthrough because A, that's way too hard for me, and B, I'm horrible at it. So what ended up happening, I went for very few social links and then leveled up my charisma and whatnot. You have to level up for certain checks for your social links. And the only character that wasn't there's a couple, a handful that I found out. But the only characters that didn't feel one-dimensional, and I swear to God this is true, is the Doctor for the Death Arcana, and then Makoto for the High Priestess. The only two characters that didn't feel one-dimensional to me for some reason, social link-wise. Everyone else was more oh man, I'm an adult and I don't know what to do with my life. It's really? Really now? It's that's great you don't know what to do. Can we just get on with the social link and, level me up? I don't know. That's just me. I know someone's going to go, defending their case about Persona 5, but I'm I do like Persona 5 at the end of the day. It's a great, musical game. It's a great game. The ideas that they throw in are... Actually, no, they're entirely fresh, because I don't think any other Persona game ever implied that there's, thieves and job classes, in a way. Well, no, because the Arcana, or Arcana, I pronounce it Arcana. Technically, I know people say Arcana. It's weird to say Arcana, though, for me. I just say Arcana. It sounds a little more fluent. Oh, God, that... just story wise, it hit a point where I'm like, okay, I need to just stop, take a break, and fully analysis everything. And that's one thing that the other games kind of have better on a overall scale is like, okay, you got to sit down, take notes of like who likes what, and you got to like tinker around with things like, let's draw a memory from Persona 3. Come on. During the Justice Arcana, when you're leveling that up, girl, student council, which I never had in any of my schools, so woohoo. that's I don't know why I brought that up. That's weird. Basically, she's more of a bookworm. She doesn't really know a whole lot outside of books, and street smarts is like nothing. She knows absolutely jack crap. So, mysterious guy approaches her. It's like blank. It's like, oh god, she does not know what to do. And, they're giving you options of like, oh, like call over, distract the person, or just straight up fight the dude. I'm not gonna lie, if a dude walked up on someone that was clearly not able to think the way they did, I would step up and go like, yo, you wanna fight? That's me personally. I like getting into fist fights. That's also another story for a different bucket of fish right there. A different bucket of... I don't like fish. I like fish enough, but fish. Now I'm going on a different tangent. Gotta stop that. Stop it and focus. I should really write a bloody script for after this. My throat's still dry. Persona 3, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Yeah, and like, that's one thing about Persona 3 also did, where every character kind of felt one-dimensional, minus the Sun Arcana, which I can't remember his name. The Sun and Hangman, because the Hangman, I'm trying to remember, was it the little girl? It was the little girl. Basically, blah, blah, parents, she didn't know how to go approaching life, and you kind of have to, like, help her, like, think of different solutions to a lot of different problems. And I like that. I like thinking outside the box. I'm one of those people that could sit down and read a detective novel and then try to figure out different outcomes for different possibilities. I'm a very hands-on person. I'm pretty much a dissector. That sounds very wrong when you put it in that kind of context. I'm a dissector. I will dissect a story and try to find any kind of outcome that I could possibly get out of it, and then not stop until I got the one that I want. So, read your own adventure novels would be a nightmare for me. Yeah, and Persona 4, it kind of stretched out its branches with that one, where it's like, okay, we're going to make the characters feel more lively. They're going to be like blah, blah, blah. And then Persona 5 went back to the Persona 3 standards, where it's like, we don't really have to try, do we? I don't know if that's just me, just social link-wise and whatnot. Battles were fun, pretty fast, because I was playing on easy mode and very easy mode. But yeah, no, battles were fine. Battles were fast, consistent. I don't like talking to the enemy, though. That's one thing I actually truly do not like. Because I have a certain mindset going into a battle. It's like, okay, I'm going to destroy everything. No one's going to live. No one's going to have a single HP left. But if you want to get some of the harder to obtain personas, oh my god, that freaking car. Bye, car. Dear God. This video is going to go on for a bit, so I hope you guys don't mind a super long my thoughts. Yeah, I just don't like talking to the enemies. That was an element that was introduced in Persona 2, Innocent Sin, I believe. It was Innocent Sin or the other one, the PS1 one, I can't remember. And in all honesty, I just don't like talking to enemies. It's like, oh, you gotta, like, play to my nature. It's like, I don't want to. Because, like, in the sense of, like, a devil, like the Devil Arcana, the 16th Arcana, don't know why I have to label it as a number. It's a force of habit for me, at the very least. So the 16th Arcana, so it's like, they're kind of controllive, but extremely submissive or whatever, so it's like, okay, just shut up and get in my face. That sounds very gross and very weird, but that's kind of what you have to do. While the Priestess, it's like, keep your distance, but play cautiously. So yeah, there's different stuff you could do, and it's fun, it's fine. It's just, I don't like talking to the enemies. I like the materia, the system they had in Persona 4, where it was like, at the end of the battle, you had a chance of getting a roulette, basically. And that's also the same thing they use in Final Fantasy and in Persona 3, where it's more of a roulette system. I do like that, but I also do like the idea of like talking to them, understanding them, and then therefore developing your skills to understand certain things that are outside your parameter of understanding. That's a lot of words for someone like me. Okay, yeah, boss fights were interesting. They felt like they were doing nothing sometimes. But I don't know, boss fights were entertaining. The mega boss fights, like the palace boss fights, I'm not going to go into what palace is, those were very interesting, actually, because they worked in a way that I didn't expect them to work, but in the end result, it played off very nicely. Like, in the case of, like, distract the enemy while another ally goes behind them and, like, steals something. That was a pretty damn cool idea. I really have to admit, I liked that so very much. Problem is, I didn't read. And even with the voice text, I have my volume on low a lot of the time. I didn't hear or didn't pay attention, so I'd accidentally send the wrong person to distract the enemy. So, whoops. Yeah, I kind of wish they brought stuff like that back into like a Persona 6, because I know they're planning to at least tease a Persona 6 this year, I believe what someone was telling me. Don't know if that's going to be the case. I really would rather not that be the case and wait like 2 years or so. Just so like the Persona 5 hype will die down and then, you know, start fresh with a new Persona game. Which, knowing Sega and Atlus at the current moment, they're probably going to make a Dance Dance Revolution, which I'm perfectly fine with. Yeah, I said it. I'm perfectly fine with Dance Dance Revolution version of Persona. That's very weird to say, because I haven't played Persona 4 All Dance All Night, or whatever that one was called. Didn't play it. I saw clips of it. It looked interesting. They ruined a lot of songs I liked. Heaven, Like a Dream, etc. For those who don't know, those are like my 2 favorite songs in Persona 4. But no, I'll be down for it. I'm down for a rhythm game. What else? Oh yeah, the ending. I hate how sad the endings are, depending on how you look at them. But I was telling myself, they have email, they have text messages, they got cell phones. They're not living in like the 90s where you couldn't text someone. And plus, they're living in Japan. You could hop on a train and just go like, okay, I'm at like Shibuya from like Okinawa. Okinawa? No. Yes. I don't know anything about Japanese like areas. I only know like certain big cities just because everyone else knows about them. It's more like it's a generic knowledge, effectively. Even though isn't Okinawa like in China? No, it's not in China. It's in Japan, but I think it's like on the southernmost coast of Japan. Okinawa sounds so familiar. I'm trying to remember where the hell that actually is. Tokyo is usually central, I believe, and then like Shibuya and whatnot, Akihabara is like split off from Tokyo or something. I do not know. I've never been to Japan. I've seen maps, but I cannot tell you like where certain things are just because of how my memory is. But like, they make phones and media such a huge thing in Persona 5. I'm like, can they not just text each other daily? It's like, oh, like you went to school, or like you go to a forum, talk to one another. And like, I guess the sense is more like they're high school students and they're starting to get prepared for college and whatnot, and they're like trying not to do stuff like that. But I'm like, at the end of the day, you want to keep touch with the friends that you hold dear to yourself. And for Persona, you'll hold a lot of friends dear to yourself. You'll probably hate some, but you probably love some. So it's more or less like, oh god, just don't make it somber. Don't make it like it's a final farewell. I can't talk. Also, another negative, just throwing out a negative, I hate how the main protagonist doesn't say a damn thing. Like, I wish that they had some clips of audio and not just, yeah, awesome, Ryuji. I'm sorry, just how the game is made and the cutscenes are way too loud for the voice acting to be heard. It's just like the main protagonist is so, like, I know that's a common trend, but have him talk. It'd be nice. So, yeah, I guess that sums up most of my thoughts of Persona 5. I might come back and touch this one again, just because I don't think I'm getting all the stuff out of the way, and my brain is fried right now, just because I sat down, saw all the ending, and did the final boss in one to go. So yeah, I really enjoyed Persona 5. And for those who are wondering, my favorite character is the Doctor. The Doctor in the back alley. The only reason why? well, there are several reasons. I'll just go over a couple of them. She's gothic. I know someone's gonna look at me and it's like, wait, what? How does that make sense? Why do you like someone because of that? It's not like, I guess it's not uncommon for someone like me to say like, oh, I'm extremely happy, blah, 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 blah. And then like someone who's kind of depressed, or not so much depressed. I can't really put my finger on her. She's more of a like joking. She's like more of a joking sadistic, but not like in a sadistic of like, I'm going to physically hurt you. More like she plays off as one, but she's more of a jokester. That's going to make no sense to people, but it makes sense to me, sadly. Well, she's kind of short, so that general trope, that things, people that know me, I like taller people for some reason. That's just me personally, but she's shorter than the main character. I don't know, she was interesting. She was the one character, as I said, that I didn't feel that was one-dimensional. Or two-dimensional? Two-dimensional or one-dimensional? One-dimensional, I think. Yeah, and also, her getup is awesome. If you haven't looked it up, I'll just give you a quick little rundown. It's basically from bottom up. She got some nice boots. Like, I wouldn't say... they're like more like high heel leggings? Is that a boot type for women? I don't know, because I only know like certain things about shoes. But basically, it's like one of those high heels that go up to like a woman's kneecap or something to make them seem a bit taller. Granted, that would hurt your feet, I would imagine. I wouldn't imagine that being nice and very easy on your feet. So, you know, kind of negative point right there. Well, obvious, typical goth thing, leggings, which I want to say they're fishnet. Someone's going to look at the model and go like, no, you're dumb. I don't know much about clothing. I know a couple things to get by, but not enough to go for like the finer details. I know what a brooch is. I know what a brooch is when 90% of people forget what brooches are. I'm going from the top to bottom. So next would be like her, I guess, is like a dress. I don't know. How I look at it, it's like a skirt plus a dress. So her skirt's like a leather skirt. I want to say leather. Yeah, it looks like fake leather, really. Fake leather, and then like a spider pattern for her top area. So it's like it's like from her stomach going across her body. It's cool. It's cool just because like I've been a fan of designs like that. Granted, I hate spiders. They're freaking scary as hell to me. But I like the designs of spider webs. I can see beauty in the most disgusting things. This is true art. Yeah, no, that's not remotely close to what I was trying to say. Her hair is kind of like a not buzz cut. Wow, I said that wrong. It's a bowl cut. And oddly enough, it doesn't look bad on her. I don't know, maybe because like she has like the like red contact lens kind of thing going on. Unless her natural color is red, then I would be very concerned how her irises are red. Irises? Believe so. I don't know. It's just, you know, little things I notice. Also, what happened to colored characters in the Persona games? There's like no colored people in Persona 5. Persona 4 had colored people. Actually, no, 4 didn't really. Did they? No, Persona 3 was the one that had colored people. Yeah, but no, like this pale doctor, and everyone's gonna go like, that doesn't sound like it would fit your personality type at all. I'm like, it doesn't. Well, technically it would, I guess, depending on how you look at it. I don't know. I liked her. And that pretty much sums up my thoughts of Persona 5. I'll go into more detail via text with people, or I'll get onto a talk show with it or something. You know, talk show internet-wise, because podcasts, I'm starting to get into them a little bit more and more, and I'll probably get some people to talk to. God, this is 25 minutes of me rambling. Anyways, I'll see you guys. Right. I was supposed to talk about Let's Plays. I'm still going to do a Persona 4 Let's Play. I'm still going to do a Persona 3 Let's Play. I'm still going to do a Persona 5 Let's Play. I don't know if I'm going to tackle 1 and 2, because 1's, I think, only in Japanese. Wow, 2 was English translated, but there's technically 2 games of Persona 2. I probably won't go into Persona 2, just because I don't like it. But yeah, no, look for look out for great Let's Plays of Persona stuff when I finally get around to editing some of this stuff and when I get a computer for you guys. I extremely look forward to this. I am not going to lie to you guys. I've just been a big fan since, I think, 2013, not 13, basically whenever I got my PS3 and I was starting to watch Super Genius on YouTube and other people on YouTube that did Persona-related stuff. I've just been so hyped. I've just been like, I think I teased this like 2-3 years ago where I was like, hey guys, I got a copy of stuff and I could run it on my Elgato and stuff. It's like, yay! And then I never did because every time I wanted to run it, my computer crashed, my Elgato had a problem, or my bloody recording software that I used outside of the Elgato was just like, derp. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm trying to sit down and do all this tech stuff, and I'm just like, just beating my head at this point. But yeah, hopefully every tech issue is out of the way now, and I could get that up to you guys sometime soon after Final Fantasy VI. And there might be a super late stream tonight for those who watch this when it's going to be out tomorrow, probably. So yeah, this is your cover up for stream. So thank you guys for listening to my rants and my rant and pleasure of Persona 5. I actually can't wait to see you guys react to when I start playing Persona 5 again for YouTube. I definitely also want a lot of comments and chat interaction with this one. So tell me, which one was your favorite if you played Persona 5 or at least seen someone play through it? Because those Let's Plays exist now. And I'm very late for that hype train, but, you know, better late than never. Never. And for me, I'm an old gamer, so old. I'm apparently a Shojuro. I'm apparently that old now. I just like older stuff, and that's why I haven't been doing anything new recently, minus like some games that I find absolute joys to play through. But yeah, no, I'm gonna definitely do Persona 5 sometime soon. Persona 5 is going to be a goddamn nightmare for me, even on New Game Plus mode, I imagine. So I'll talk to you guys sometime between now and the next game I beat, hopefully without being an update video. Bye.